I mean, he's left a scar on every face of time. Just like mine.
For decades, I've been trying to find a meaning. It all started as a wonderful dream, but now I see only a terrible mistake.
The human heart is insatiable. The desire has become deep, like a dark abyss. So here I am, to satisfy it.
We ran silently within your knowledge, quietly, accomplices in the chambers of time. And now, we are here to stay, in peace or war, in healthy or disease.
Because this world deserves more respect. In the days to come, you will have to make a choice. Because we fight to fight.
It will be my last wonderful joke.
Oracle's call, united we go.
Where are we? Is this another one of your tricks, Luna?
I didn't do anything. It was the card.
I think we should have brought some water bottles this time.
Ah, that's true. We'll think about that the next time Luna decides to pull a card in the middle of the night.
Back off a bit, Tao, okay?
Next time, can you consult us before using the Oracle? If it had been just 10 minutes later,
guys?
I would have ended up in my pajamas in the middle of the desert.
Okay, Master. I didn't know I always had to ask Mr. Tao's opinion before doing something.
Madam always does as she
Guys!
pleases.
What?
I think we have some visitors coming up. We need to move, now! Over there, we have a chance if we reach the summit.
Are you serious? Have you seen the height of that thing?
Got a better idea then?
Go, 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 hurry up!
We'll never make it. It's too high and they're too fast.
Look, over there! It looks like a cave!
Are you sure you want to venture in there? Do you remember what happened the last time we went into a cave?
You mean the time Luna thought she could speak the language of dragons?
Don't be so rude. It's the card that... Okay, I don't know about you, but I'd rather go in there than make small talk with those guys.
Did you see those inscriptions?
It's set in stone.
Hey, look.
A sword, just like on the card.
Enough with your cards, Luna.
Jax, what are you doing?
Isn't it obvious? I'm taking Excalibur's sword.
Wait, we don't know if we can...
The card shows it. It's our quest. You know it, Luna.
Did you hear that?
God, this sword must have great powers.
Maybe it recognized the hero in me.
What do we do?
Let's not panic.
No kidding. The sword looks magical. I don't know, but do something. Can't you talk to it? Ask it to open a portal or something?
No, we drew the warrior card. Jax has to fight.
Hey, why me?
Maybe because you have armor and a sword?
This is crazy. We need to find a way out and fast. Wow, where did you learn to fight like that?
I don't know. It's like the sword was guiding me with every move.
That's insane. Do you think it's because of the card?
It always comes from the card.
It was incredible, but my armor and sword are gone.
Don't worry. You'll always be our hero with or without that armor.
Maybe the card wanted to show you your true potential, even without armor or a sword.
Thank you, guys.
We need to decipher the other secrets of this oracle. There must be so much more to discover.
In that case, try not to use it without warning us next time.
Imagine a necklace where each bead is its own separate world, and all the beads together form the enfilade, an endless gallery of worlds. Let's explore what can be found within its expanse. We approach Stellaria, where inside golden walls, technology has become second nature, a city of pleasures. Yet delving into mysterious corners, Stellaria reveals its dark side. Let's fly further. Dark fragments of floating islands ahead. Here, electric spiders hunt for the charm stone, a rare substance capable of altering reality. But staying here is dangerous. So we journey to the forest megapolis of the Aya tribe. Skittish creatures seek refuge, much like the first intelligent beings who once entered these forests, building a city suspended on vines. In the scorching red desert, the skyscrapers of Acropolis rise. This civilization has declined. The artificial intelligence governing the Acropolis system went mad, and the inhabitants became wild. We dive into the waters of Oceanida, a hydropolis at the bottom of a sea planet. Colonizers who arrived here many years ago study underwater organisms with the longest lifespan in any known world. And this is the largest transportation hub of the enfilade, called Bird Market, as it was built by a race of anthropomorphic birds. It's the liveliest city in the system, flooded with tourists from different worlds. Take a look at the gleaming expanse of the Crystal Valley. Its inhabitants have adapted to lower temperatures thanks to a special heat-resistant fiber produced from glass flowers. We arrive on Earth. Have you ever been here before? Do you recognize this place? Earth has changed. Can you still call it home? Or has it become foreign? Just one of the many worlds of the enfilade where it's easy to get lost, never finding your true place among all these beads.
So we were up there in the dead zone, pushing for the summit. And then, out of nowhere, this avalanche hits. Next thing I know, I'm under the snow. Everything goes silent. Someone help me out of the snow. But no one is around. And then it hits me. There's nobody there. But there I am, alone in the dead zone. You're not alone. Lack of oxygen can mess with your head, they say, make you see things. I'm thinking maybe I should just turn back, head to the camp below.
Look at the summit.
But then I look up, and the summit is right there. I can almost touch it. I encountered things that I couldn't understand. As I was climbing, I heard voices.
Who is the third who walks always beside you? When I count, there are only you and I together. But when I look ahead, up the white road, there is always another one walking beside you, gliding wrapped in a brown mantle, hooded. I do not know whether a man or a woman, but who is that on the other side of you?
What I experienced that day, it's like trying to describe a dream.
I am a doctor. Not that one. I am a female doctor. Not a white female doctor, a black one. I am a black female doctor. Oh, no, darling, not in my 30s. I'm 57 years old. Proud of it. Yes, that's it. And I am wise. I like to think about my ancestors. I love fashion. I love art. Don't you love Tamara Natalie Madden? I'm inspired by her work. I'm not a man. I'm not white. I'm not young. I'm not as you imagine. You don't see me, but you must. You think your words define me, but only mine can. And you, do you know how words define you?
Sir, they are coming.
Good. I need to get this right. I need to get it right this time. Always remember, it's Earth. It's just Earth. Ladies and gentlemen, it is today that I'm proudly standing in front of you. Allow yourself to be amazed. The Earth. It's round. Almost. Over 4.5 billion years old. It contains a vast diversity of wildlife with millions of species ready to be explored. Majestic mountains, serene beaches and bustling cities. Choose your terrain. Their possibilities are endless. There's only minimal nuclear devastation. Build your own population. Increase, decrease, as you like. You gotta play with DNA. Secure your stake in the most exquisite gem of the universe today. Planet Earth. And you basically can enslave 9 billion people. You basically can enslave 9 billion people.
Sir, they say pushing it stops the broadcasting.
Jesus Christ.
Serious, guys.
Seriously? Fine.
Sometimes I get that feeling that I don't really know where I am, you know?
You're in a bar.
I know I'm in a bar. I see you behind the counter. I see the bottles and glasses. I know this is a bar. What I'm not sure about is being here.
Wake up.
Every day, I feel the same routine like a massive stone I have to carry on my shoulders. Same buildings, same faces, same people. Even everything that exists and is supposed to make me happy doesn't.
Do you feel depressed?
I don't even know what it's like to be depressed.
When a person feels sad or anxious for most of the day.
I don't feel sad.
How would you describe your feelings then?
Absent.
And where are you right now?
I don't know. But not here.
In my dream, I was flying above the buildings in my neighborhood. I could see the traffic. Rooftops of the houses were slightly different, but I recognized them. I knew which one was my house. The window in my room was open. I could see the curtains swaying by the wind, so I flew through it.
And what happened next?
I reached my room. I could feel my body resting on the bed. But just as I was about to look at it, I woke up. Don't you get the feeling that when we dream, things are not exactly the same?
They never are.
And why do you think that happens? Is it that our minds can't remember things as they are?
I think it's just the opposite. I believe it's the energy that shapes reality that appears in dreams. It's not our mind that creates the things we see there. It's all about knowing where you place your consciousness.
How about the pills I prescribed? Do you notice any kind of change?
I think not. Do you observe any kind of change in me?
I couldn't tell you. I'm not inside your head.
Do you think I have some kind of disorder?
Are you referring to what you call absences? Dissociative disorder is something deeper than that. There's no need to worry. As for having metaphysical concerns, I wouldn't fret too much about it either. We've been pondering the meaning of everything for thousands of years, and it doesn't seem like we've got it figured out. Maybe you'll find it. Someone once said that before diagnosing ourselves with depression, we should make sure we're not surrounded by idiots. I wish I could give you all the answers you're seeking.
I believe there isn't one reality, but many. Sometimes I feel that I can see another one from the corner of my eye, but it vanishes as soon as I try to grasp it. I'm not sure if out of all, this is the reality I like the most, but it's the one I'm in. When I'm in.
What is the meaning of existence?
To exist. We think that animals or trees are inferior to us because they don't ponder these kinds of questions. And they don't. They simply exist. Most of the time we just live like dead leaves floating downstream. But look at the trees, growing, withstanding the wind and rain, are bearing fruit, providing shelter for birds and insects, casting shade, enriching the soil they inhabit, silently. No need for talk, no need for shouting, fighting or killing, just existing. Do you consider yourself better than a tree? Do you contribute more and better to your species and your planet than a tree does? The only thing a tree needed to become what it is was a seed. And even within that seed, it already was a tree.
Are you going home now?
Yes. What is the purpose of existence, Louis?
The one of existence, or the one of my existence?
Yours.
Getting home, petting my dog, giving him some food, and taking a shower. Tomorrow I'll accompany my mother to the doctor. She can't walk on her own anymore. I'll probably have lunch with her. There aren't many lunches left with her, you know? Later, I'll come back here, open the blinds, tidy up a bit, and get to work, serving, talking, and listening.
And that's all?
My ex-wife used to say that achieving enlightenment in a cave in the Himalayas was easy, but she'd like to see Buddha making ends meet and grocery shopping in a supermarket, pulling a cart and dealing with 2 young kids fighting.
Your wife was a wise woman.
Yes, she had her moments. She gave me the 2 most important things I have in life, and I'll always be grateful to her.
To your daughters.
To my daughters.
Goodbye, Louis. Have a good night.
Thank you, and come back home safely. Wherever you are.
There are true stories of people who have never existed, and there are imaginary stories of people as real as the Earth itself. Mr. Pagliacci existed twice. The first existence began with his birth and ended with his death. It was a real life that no one remembers and of which we know nothing. The second existence, starting right now, is magical and fantastic, but completely imaginary. Pagliacci was born in a circus 96 years ago. His father was a lion tamer. No, that's overdoing it. An elephant trainer. No, too big. His father was the only man in the world capable of training sheep. His mother was a high society woman in search of a romantic affair. As everyone knows, because a circus is a traveling concern, children are born in 9 hours instead of 9 months, so they are able to get up and go straight away without problems. The woman, however, was not part of the circus, and so time had a strange effect on her. In just a few hours, she had given birth to the child, and a few hours later had died of premature old age. The child was raised by his father, who taught him the art he knew best. But contrary by nature and true to his name, the child became a clown. To be exact, he became Pagliacci, the sad clown. His makeup was always smudged, and if you looked carefully, you could see the tears under the white grease paint. When he grew up, he decided to leave the world of the circus, knowing that he could never return except for a last visit. Outside the circus, Pagliacci became a scientist, in fact a great scientist. He quickly obtained a degree in chemistry and then caught one in medicine while it casually strolled past. He discovered that music is tangible and that reality is not. He also realized that colors can be listened to and sounds can be seen in color, something impossible until then, because everybody had always seen sounds in black and white. He invented an invisible paint to paint feelings, but no one knew how to use it because they could not see it. In the end, when he was by then an old scientist, he returned to being a clown and departed with his latest circus. After that, no one heard any more about him. This is the imaginary story of Pagliacci, the sad clown. A dark story colored with other people's impressions, absurd and perhaps over the top. A story made up around the memory of a name, rebuilt and lost in details. A fictitious story which mixes tears and laughter because both moisten the eyes. But perhaps it is precisely salt which makes moments sweet. After all, isn't it fiction?
Once upon a time, there was an old couple in a rural village of Korea. They ran a pumpkin farm. The story goes that they lived to a great age, maybe more than 2 centuries. Of course, the messengers of death wouldn't have missed this news. That doesn't make sense at all. Finally, one day, the messenger visited the old farmer couple to take over their soul.
이제 너희는 저승으로 갈 때가 되었다.
갈 때 가더라도 식사는 잡수고 가.
That was the kindness that he had never received. The pumpkin soup was freaking awesome. He ate and ate and ate. He couldn't stop eating it. The more he ate, the more he craved. He realized that something went wrong, but it was too late. He bellowed for more, and the farmers poured more on him. Eventually, the messenger of death passed out. The farmer couple buried him underground, enjoying the victory. The pumpkins grew fast, using the corpses of the messenger as fertilizer. It made pumpkin irresistible. Anyone who started to eat the pumpkin soup would suffer from addiction and hallucination until death. Until now, the visited messengers continued to eat the pumpkin, become the pumpkin, and another messenger ate it and repeated it. They're out of their minds and don't even know what they're eating. That was the secret of an old couple's longevity. As the souls of death rotted, the pumpkin started to grow with curse. Pumpkin fields turned into hell. It happened because the old couple wanted to live long against the way of nature. That cursed pumpkins looked so disgusting. The farmers made a scarecrow with those cursed pumpkins. Crows scavenged cursed pumpkins left on the farm, and the souls of messengers suffered from pain even after the death. The rancor got deepened, and the noise around the farm grew even more rancorous. At the end, the cursed pumpkins materialized the scarecrow and boiled the farmers in pumpkin soup. They died horribly. And then, the cursed pumpkins caused another cursed pumpkins. They couldn't forget the taste of the pumpkin, so they ate another cursed pumpkin. The pumpkin ate another pumpkin. It was an absolute madness. Madness of greed. Now the key to the eternity became the key to the hell. The greed led the farmers and cursed pumpkins along a ruinous path toward total destruction. Don't be greedy. Do not try to get chocolate with too much greed on Halloween.
Is that the end? How about the left behind pumpkins?
The only thing I know about the last pumpkin is that the stem is purple.
One more pumpkin.